this tutorial, I will guide you to edit a photo in Phong Nha Cave, in Quang Binh, Vietnam. The guide that uses light, I will share only in my Lighting Secret 09 class. To take a good photo like this, don't have shadow, the light is very soft. Then retouch becomes much simple. Then post-procession will very quickly and easy. Okay, let's start. My first step is to edit the skin for this photo. By going to Skin, choose Beauty Skin or Soft Skin or Smooth Skin, it's up to you. Enter. I will sweep in the parts of my skin want smooth. Then it will smooth the skin for you. These bumps, I can deal with by deleting them. Spot healing. In fact, with photos this far away, I don't need do the skin much. These skin corrections are for photos where it's close. And I'm going to recompose this photo, in a rule of thirds. Well, the way to use the rule of thirds, I has already instructed in the previous articles. I will drag this picture here. I can pull up here a little bit, so that right at eye level is the rule of thirds. Okay. Then I press enter. And I pull this photo down. Pulled it out. Remember to press Shift as you drag. I have finished processing the composition for the photo. Before, after. Then with the rule of thirds, the photo will be more attractive. Delete the shadow part here. By zoning it, Shift plus Delete. Photoshop is very clever. You just need to zone and let it do the rest. Lighten the skin up a bit, by choosing Skin. White Skin 3. I will contour the skin. By doing this, I just hit the areas where I want it to glow. Here. Then I will hit the block in the direction of the skin. This is how I hits blocks. Before, after. The skin has more attractive. Next, I will process the colors of this photo. These are these colors, because of the light here, the light of the cave, it will be haunted. So I will choose the brush. I will choose brush color. Click on brush color. And I will press Option or Alt, I choose the color next to it, here chooses this yellow color. Scan in this color. So I think it has little effect. Now I increase this opacity to 100 and I scan in. Okay, it's haunted. Then I will choose here the yellow color. I give flow 100 always. After I scan it, I will see that the color is blue, it has turned yellow. It is no longer stained. Here before, this is a blue tint, it has turned yellow. Continue to be this watercolor, I will choose watercolor. Here. Then Sam will reduce its opacity to 50. I'll scan in the parts where it's a bit yellow here. Make the watercolor more even. Continue to increase the watercolor to make it darker, then I will join the color cast. And I chose to add green. Here I see the water is darker. Continue to add one more time. After 2 times, I see that the watercolor is very dark. Now I will deal with the light of the photo. I group these layers together. Before, after. And now I will process the light color of the image. I think this picture is a bit dark. Now I will subtract shadow. The photo is brighter. Before, after. Add contrast to the photo. And the picture it's a little bit dark. So add 0.3 stops to this photo. I look at the histogram. We will see. I continue to add 0.3 stops to the histogram to hit this top. OK. Then when the picture is brighter, I will see that it loses contrast. So I will group these 2 highlights together and I will create a mask. Go up 80% and I scan in the parts when want it to be dark. The dress is not needed, the dress I will handle later. I scan these. I don't want these walls to light up. Before, after. Next, to adjust this red to make it more beautiful, I will go to color cast. And I chose to add red. I can give it 1 more. If it's too much I will reduce the opacity to make it fit. OK. I will group these groups together. Merge layers. Before, after, this is light and dark. Now if you want the color to be warmer, more yellow, choose this FineArt presets. Choose Sunset Warm. Let me add a layer of warm color to this photo. Make the picture warmer. Before, after. However, here it will burn a little bit, so I will reduce it. Then when I apply a preset, I will adjust it to match the real context of the environment. Before, after. Here is Sam to 50%. Great now. OK. Next, I will do the last stitch. I will block the picture. Merge the layer together and start to burn. Darken this part, these surrounding walls down. Darken the dress too. This is how I shows you how to process a photo. In fact, when you edit photos, you will depend on your preferences. It can be adjusted to different colors. I will not have a fixed formula. It is imperative that step A must be adjusted like this, step B must be adjusted like this. And this tool of mine, I can customize to edit to your liking. We have the tool, it's very easy, we can change all the colors. And how do we make it meet our working needs? Then I will scan for the parts doesn't want it to affect. Choose Liquify. Let's squeeze it. Squeeze the skirt here, giving it a little wiggle. I really like the dress curving. This hand I squeeze a little bit. Then this picture is beautiful, don't need to squeeze much. With these places and details, you can select the patch tool you delete. The marks on the skin, if I want I can use the patch tool. Here, the tutorial, Sam focuses on the color retouch part for you. These skins are very basic already. Anyone can do it, so Sam will let it go quickly. Then when I squeezed the skirt it curled. I can continue to contour this image, by choosing brush. And I choose contrast. At this point, Sam will hit contrast in the areas where Sam wants it to be brighter. Note that this part of contrast is very important, I have to make it natural. The points that need to be bright are bright. And dark spots. So that's why I don't hit it all. These highlights are the beauty of your photos. A photo is beautiful because it has light and dark. Before, after. I see a change. I want my picture to be sharper, so I choose to add detail here. Here you can see a very sharp picture. Then this sharpness also depends on your preference. Some people don't like this part. This picture is fine. Some people like this part. As for Sam, I think it's about 30% for Sam, which is reasonable. Here, I continue to group all the groups together. And I watch before, after. I processed the light and dark parts to make the photo more prominent. Continue to add another part that I can change this watercolor. I entered the ACR. I entered hue. Here is green, you can change it to another color. And change it to another color. Saturation, I can make it darker. That's up to you. I can lower the opacity. After change. In this advanced part, you can continue to beat the next block. If you see the block of the picture it does not match your wishes. As for this block, each person will have a different preference. Some of you want to hit a lot, some of you want to hit a little. Some people don't like blocks. In my tutorial, I guides many ways for you to practice. And for the practice part, you guys each have a different desire. What is your most important thing? We have to understand how the tool does little to help us. Each person will have a way. As long as it suits your desires. However, the most noticeable thing is not the retouch part, but the lighting skill. If you can't take a picture like this. So no matter how good retouch technique you are, you can't retouch a photo like this. Because it is very much dependent on the light of the photo. If this photo is light it is not smooth, not beautiful. Then you very hard to retouch. That's why my photos are always so impressive and unique. Then the part that guides this photo, I has guided in the lighting class. For those of you who register for the lighting course. Continue to make this photo even more impressive. Then you can select the detail section. By way of brush, detail. And I will scan. In these sections, for these already slatted radiators it stands out even more. And so is the dress. And I can delete these. Press L, zone these and delete. Give the photo a cleaner look. Then with a few simple steps, I edited very high-end photo. From before. Returns like this, after. Very beautiful, very clear, impressive. Then to edit these photos is not too difficult with the FineArt secret tool.